Tamar from Tamar's Kitchen, and today we are making chicken shawarma, yellow jasmine rice, and pita bread, and also the tzatziki sauce. So let's get started. So here I have 1 tablespoon of coriander, 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of cardamom, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and you don't have to use cayenne pepper if you don't want it a little spicy, 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons of salt, and then some black pepper. And then you just want to juice a lemon. And then if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post. Y'all don't mind how that lemon just flew across the room. All right, and then we got a tablespoon of garlic. And then just getting some olive oil in the bag as well. All right, and so I'm using chicken thighs. So I just had a pack of chicken thighs. Let's see how many that was. So I use 6. And you just want to massage that into the chicken. And then you want to place that in the refrigerator for as long as possible, but for at least an hour. I think I did mine for about 2 to 3 hours. Alright, so now for the tzatziki sauce, I did a half a cucumber and I just diced that up. And then I added in 4 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. I added some dill. And this is all by taste. I was just eyeballing it. And then you want to do some salt and pepper. Add some garlic. And then you want to squeeze a half a lemon. So if you like sauce, then I would say double what I just did, because me and my husband, we both like sauce and we used all the sauce that we made in the first sitting. So keep that in mind. And if you have a food processor, this would be so much better, because when you just dice a cucumber, you're not going to get all the flavor from the cucumber. But if you put in the food processor, the juices come all out, and that's how you get that perfect taste. Alright, so here we are starting with 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and then I added in 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a half teaspoon of salt, and then I just gave that a little mix. And then you want to have your butter softened, and that was 2 tablespoons. I melted it. Don't be like me, just set it out before you're going to make it. And I just crumbled that into the dry mixture. And now I'm adding in 3/4 cups of water. And don't be like me and add in all your water at once. It is going to vary. So gradually add your water, because I had to add so much extra flour because I added in the water all at once. Learn from my mistakes. But as you can see, super sticky. So this is after adding flour, probably about 4 times. And this was no yeast. You don't have to knead it. You just have to get it well combined, not kneading. And then you only have to let it rest, not proof. We're letting it rest so it's easier to roll out. So we're only going to do this for 30 minutes. Oil the bowl and cover it for 30 minutes. Okay, moving on to the rice. We have 2 tablespoons of butter. And then I added in just a scoop of garlic. I told y'all I don't measure, so good luck. And then I did 1 teaspoon of turmeric and then an 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon. And just mix that up, get that all over the pot. And once the butter is melted and the seasonings are mixed up, you just want to throw in your rice. So here we have 2 cups of rice, and you just want to toast this. This is how it gets the yellow color. And once you hear it start popping and all that good stuff, then you're gonna add in your 3 cups of chicken broth. Here's the 3 cups of chicken broth. And then I also threw in my bay leaf. And you want to bring this to a boil. So once you reach the boil, you want to turn it down and just let it simmer for 20 minutes without touching the lid. I repeat, do not touch the lid, or it would just mess up the whole recipe. But no, it just makes the rice mushy. So for 20 minutes, you want to not touch it with the heat on simmer, and then 10 minutes later, you want to keep the lid on, but turn the heat off. So now I'm just oiling my pan. And I already have my oven heated to 400. And you just want to put your chicken on the pan. You can also put your chicken in a skillet if you want to, but I was being lazy, so I used the oven. So now we have our bread that has rested, and you see how soft it is, so you just gotta not knead it, but just fold it over until you see the smooth part like this. See, doesn't that look beautiful? And then you want to cut that into 8 pieces. You want to cut it in half and then cut it into 4, and then cut those 4s into half. You just want to roll that out into a circle and then flatten it out. So you want this as thin as you can go to before it's going to break, basically. And we're also not going to talk about me again because I still have yet to get a rolling pin. I don't bake that often, so I didn't care. So I keep using my tumbler. Works out for me. So after that, you want to take your skillet and just throw it on, no oil, no nothing. And then don't be thirsty like me and and you clearly can see that I got no color on the first flip. If you want a flavor for it, I use butter, parsley, and garlic, and I melted that and I just spread it on top to have a garlic pita bread. That's my husband's arm, if you were wondering. All right, now we got a little bit of color, so that's kind of what you want. So now I cut up my chicken into the strips, and now I'm just getting some color on all of it. And don't mind my husband eating it. But you just want to stir that up, get some color on all sides instead of just the top and the bottom. And after that, you're done. You can use whatever vegetables you want. I used cucumber and I did run onions, but use whatever you please. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys could, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that, and have a great rest of your day. Peace.